Welcome to Sports Guy Talking. I am Dustin Tran, your host, as I am joined by guest Spencer Broad to talk about the Warriors tying up the series at 2 apiece as they are going up against the Boston Celtics in Game 5 of the NBA Finals. Despite that, Draymond Green for the Warriors has played poorly throughout most of this series. It has gotten to the point where he has become a huge offensive liability for the Warriors. Before I say anything else, though, I want to present you guys with a topic question. So, here it is. Will Draymond Green improve his game enough for the Warriors to win Game 5?
So what I think with Draymond Green is that always known he's this great defender, one of the greatest of our generation. But offensively, he's been very suspect, especially recently, and that's kind of hurt them in these last few games, especially. Like he was like 1 for 7 at one point, and really just it comes down to him like playing an efficient style of basketball, like that happens, Golden State can win the game, but I don't really trust him that much.
Well, I see what you mean, man, because Draymond Green, he's been playing poorly games 1 through 4. Draymond Green, he's been averaging more fouls than points. Draymond Green has collected 18 fouls in 4 games. He's only scored 17 points in the first 4 games. However, I'm at a completely different place than you are with Draymond Green. I feel very confident that he's going to improve his game enough for the Warriors, at least to win Game 5. And we'll ask your game predictions a little bit later, but I think Draymond Green's going to make a little bit of production. Look, you have to think that at some point Draymond Green's going to be able to knock down a shot outside of 3 feet because that's basically been his longest shot that he's made in these NBA players. Yeah.
Those have really been his only. His 3-point shooting is normally okay, but it's been awful this series, and that's really hurt Golden State. If I was Steve Kerr and Draymond still isn't playing up to par tonight, I'd try putting in Kuminga because I really like Kuminga's skill set opposed to Draymond's as of now. But that's a big if, and we all know Kuminga's still a rookie. Struggle, but I still think with Draymond, like I think he'll be better tonight than he has been, but I don't think he'll be his normal self still.
I think that he'll return to his normal self because you have to think that at some point he has to play better than F minus level. We know Draymond Green is capable of playing better than what he hasn't been in these finals. I mean, Draymond Green has played historically awful in these finals. If Draymond Green has a regular bad game, that's going to be pretty good for this Golden State Warriors team because despite the fact that Draymond Green has been historically awful in these finals, the series is still tied at 2-2 apiece. And Klay Thompson, we know how he is when the series goes on. The longer the series goes on, the better he gets.
Game 6 Klay. Why I don't agree on Draymond is because I just think confidence is getting to him a little bit. We all know he has like a bit of an ego. He can get very cocky, and I think that's kind of getting to him a bit. Like his poor play, I think it's going to stay with him for the rest of the series. And I don't see like a magical turnaround in Game 5.
If you define magical turnaround by Game 5, what would you define that to be?
Like say, like he's been averaging 4 points a game. If he has like 10, 12 points, near triple-double territory, like where we know this Draymond can be, where he's been in the past time and time again. 20, not quite 26, closer to that than to this.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to get a triple-double either in Game 5, but I don't think the Golden State Warriors need a triple-double from Draymond Green in order to win a Game 5. He just needs to make more than 1 to 2 shots a game. If he can do that, then I think that the Golden State Warriors are going to be in a pretty good place with Draymond Green. They just need him to knock a shot that is not within 3 feet. They just need him to knock down an outside shot. Not necessarily a 3-point shot, but they just need him to hit a floater here and there, hit a shot in the post, something like that. That's what they need from a Draymond Green. So let me go ahead and ask you this. All right, so based on what we're talking about with Draymond Green, who do you have winning Game 5?
Game 5, I've gone back and forth, but I'm just go taking down Golden State. I think they win, say 116 to 112. I think it's really competitive, but I think Tatum has a bounce back game.
All right, so you're saying Celtics 116, Warriors 112. We got that on the record, right?
Got it.
All right, yep. So that's what we're going to hold you down to. I'm going to disagree with you about that. I think the Golden State Warriors are going to win. I know that Jason Tatum hasn't played fantastic in these finals, and I think that's going to continue. The Golden State Warriors, they got an elite defender in Andrew Wiggins. He's been playing pretty underrated in these finals. He's been doing a good job locking down Jason Tatum. I got the Golden State Warriors winning 110-96. That's right. You guys heard me. I got the Golden State Warriors winning by 14 points. Steph Curry's going to continue playing fantastic in these finals. And Klay Thompson, he's going to knock down the shots necessary. Draymond Green, my stat line prediction for him, he's going to play 33 minutes. He's going to give you 8 points, 7 assists, 9 rebounds. I think he'll still get the triple singles, but he'll make the key plays necessary. And he's going to play a little bit better than he has in games 1 through 4. So if they can get that kind of production from Draymond, I think the Warriors are going to win comfortably.
I agree with that completely, but I don't think we see that. Draymond and Klay has also been very inconsistent, and I think Jaylen Brown's going to outplay him tonight, and I think that Celtics defense is going to be too much in the end.
I think I'm going to disagree with you about that because, yeah, the Boston Celtics, they have the number 1 ranked defense. And yes, they've been tremendous. After each time they've lost, they're 7-0 in games that they are coming off of a defeat. But that's going to end at some point. They can't continue to just only lose one in a row. And at Game 5, at Golden State, I don't see how the Warriors are going to allow losing another home game on their home floor to the Boston Celtics. Look, the Celtics, give credit to them where credit was due, but they got a little bit lucky in Game 1. I mean, Al Horford making 6 threes, that's not happening again in a series, plain and simple. So when you look at it from that perspective, I don't think that's going to happen. If they can put Al Horford on lockdown a little bit, Marcus Smart doesn't continue shooting at the rate that he's been shooting. I mean, oh my goodness, he's shooting like 38% from the three-point line. I mean, were we honestly expecting that from Marcus Smart? I mean, come on. I expect him to struggle in Game 5. I think the Boston Celtics offense is going to come out cold, and I think the Warriors,
they're going great offensively.
Yeah, they're going to pile on that third quarter. That's why the Warriors are going to win comfortably.
I could see that. The only reason why I respectfully disagree is just because I'm not very high on Draymond, but if he does play out, I could see Golden State pulling out.
Yeah, I think you're expecting Draymond Green to have the need to put up a triple-double for the Warriors to win. I'm not necessarily in that stance. He just has to play better than F level. If he can give you a D-plus level performance, I think the Golden State Warriors are going to run away from him because I think that Klay Thompson, he's going to get his mojo back. The longer the series goes, the stronger Klay Thompson gets. And Steph Curry, he's been sensational in these finals. I don't know how the Warriors are going to defend, or not the Warriors, the Celtics are going to defend Steph Curry. I think he's going to go off again. This man is on a mission to prove himself to be the greatest point guard to ever play the game of basketball. So I got Warriors winning by the score of 110-96. You got Celtics winning 116-112. All right, well, thanks for being on the show, man. Really appreciated you coming on here. All right, make sure you follow his Instagram and his Twitter. All right, his Instagram is @SpencerBroad. His Twitter is @Spencer_Broad. All right, guys, make sure you go ahead and follow him if you have not done so yet. That would be greatly appreciated. Again, thanks for coming on the show.
Okay.
Yep, bye. That was Spencer Broad that you guys just heard. All right, so he gave his analysis on Draymond Green. He does not believe that Draymond Green will have a good Game 5, although he does think he might improve only a little bit after how he has performed in Games 1 through 4. Well, I think that Draymond Green will have a solid Game 5 performance, which means that I believe that the Warriors will win Game 5. He's got the Celtics win Game 5. So his score prediction is Celtics 116, Warriors 112, while I got the Warriors winning this game 110-96. So I got the Warriors scoring 110 points, Celtics 96. So I got Warriors by 14. He's got Celtics by 4. So those are our predictions that we will make for Game 5 of the NBA Finals. So that is why Draymond Green will improve his game enough for the Warriors to win Game 5. Now let me go ahead and get to the shout-outs. So shout-out number 1 is Troy Talk Show. All right, so he says 1-1. The Celtics are exactly who I thought that are. So he's basically down the Boston Celtics. He's thinking that the Celtics are pretenders in the NBA Finals. Well, right now the series is tied up 2-2. They got a real shot to win Game 5. I personally think the Warriors are going to win Game 5, though. Still, though, thanks for commenting. It means a lot to me. So that's my shout-out number 1. Shout-out number 2 is Fanboy Football. All right, so he says lots of potential with Holmgren. So that's my shout-out number 2. He's talking about Chet Holmgren. He likes his potential. I like his potential as well. I think he's going to be one of the best players in the NBA if he lives up to his potential. But again, there is major risk in taking Chet Holmgren with the top 2 pick. But anyways, though, that's my shout-out number 2. Shout-out number 3 is Suraj Kihani. So he says Can't save anything right now. Series knotted up. Clay gotta be Clay tonight. Get right game for Clay. That was his prediction about Klay Thompson in game 3. Klay Thompson, he did get right in games 3 and 4. That's why they got the split in Boston. Now that's why the series is tied up 2-2. And the Golden State Warriors have a real good chance of winning the series as long as they take care of business for their home games. So that's my shout out number 3. Shout out number 4 is Rodney St. Martin. So he says, that's crazy. So he's just reacting to Steph Curry getting injured in game 3. He just can't believe that he got hurt. But ultimately, this didn't hurt the Warriors because for Friday's game, in game 4, he returns to the game, and man, he played spectacular. That's why the Warriors ended up winning game 4. That's why they got the series tied up 2-2. So that's my shout out number 4. And shout out number 5 is PRSM_math. He predicts Dubs in 7. I absolutely agree with him 100%. I had Dubs win the series in 7 games. I'm still going to stick by that prediction. So that's where I'm at. So that's my shout out number 5. So those are my 5 shout outs that I have to present to you guys. Again, thanks for liking these videos and commenting on them. We are almost at 900 subscribers. So I really appreciate you guys doing that. It helps the channel grow a lot. Again, I cannot thank you guys enough for that. Please continue to do so you can get shouted out in future videos. All right. So if you haven't done so yet, remember this. Go ahead and subscribe to Sports Guy Talking. Like the video and please comment down below. If you guys do that, I may shout you guys out in a future video. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at Dustin Tran and at Sports Guy Talking. Also, go follow me on Twitter at Dustin Tran. Again, go ahead and do those things that I just told you guys to go do. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the content that was just produced. Peace out. I hope you enjoyed that video. Want more Sports Guy Talking, the home of great sports content? Make sure you click that subscribe button to get the latest from Sports Guy Talking. Go ahead and like the video. Comment down below. Check the description box on the video in order to follow my Instagram and Twitter. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from the YouTube channel, Sports Guy Talking.